Well, staying with the story, let's bring in struggle stalwart Fazel Randera to pay tribute to the late Essop Pahad. Fazel, thank you so much for your time and a very warm good morning to you. Waking up to these tragic news, your immediate reaction to the passing of Essop Pahad.
Good morning to you and good morning to all the listeners. It really was a very sad message that I received at 4 o'clock this morning from the family to say that former Minister Essop Pahad and my friend and mentor was no longer with us. So it was a very sad moment when I received the news this morning. And he died very peacefully at 3 o'clock this morning, surrounded by his family members.
We know, of course...
after a short illness.
Right. Yes, sir. And we also know, being, the brother to Aziz Pahad as well, I mean, the contribution within the liberation struggle, serving as the former minister in the presidency. How would you describe him as an activist?
Well, I've known former Minister Essop Pahad from the early 60s when I went to study in the UK. He was already in exile at that time. The Pahad brothers had been involved in the struggle from the 50s already, from youth days. And of course, I remained in contact with him throughout that time when I was in the UK. And subsequently, when they came back into the country, I've been a very close friend to the family and to him as well. So our relationship goes back a long time, and whenever in the past he would introduce me, he would say, "This is a relative of mine." So we were also related at a distant level. So I can only say that it's been a very sad day today for ourselves, for us as friends and family, and for the nation. We should be a great spear has fallen.
Fazel, the President Cyril Ramaphosa released, the statement saying that, or rather a tribute that he's paid to Essop Pahad, saying Pahad served South Africa with pride, with principle and pragmatism. How would you also describe him equally, especially during his tenure as minister within the presidency? This, of course, serving under then President Thabo Mbeki, his commitment to, service delivery, work in government, and working alongside then President Thabo Mbeki.
Well, his commitment to South Africa in exile and coming back was unsurpassed. I mean, and of course, he recognized him as a great leader who had committed his life and principles to change in South Africa. That was Essop. He was very passionate. He was very committed. He dedicated his life to change in South Africa. In recent times, of course, we've had many discussions about the challenges that our country continues to face. And his belief was always, and he was always also optimistic, that we would be able to overcome, and we will overcome the struggles that essop in our society.
Well, I appreciate you speaking to us about this. Fazel Randera, thank you so much for speaking to me as you pay tribute to Essop Pahad, also your friend, as you've said that you had many conversations and also spent time together out in the United Kingdom. But thank you so much for taking this time to pay your tribute to, of course, Fazel, to rather Essop Pahad. That's Fazel Randera. We know that the presidency also releasing this statement from Cyril Ramaphosa, saying that we mourn the passing of a veteran of our struggle. 65 years, this after he took his very first revolutionary step of becoming a member of the Transvaal Indian Congress. Security crackdowns, banning and exile shaped Essop Pahad's contribution over decades to our struggle, and as parliamentary councillor to then former President Thabo Mbeki and Minister in the Presidency, to the early design and impact of our democratic state. That's in part the tribute and statement just in condolences to Essop Pahad's family.